Hey folks, good Saturday morning, July 14th, 2018. It's Jarvis. I'm here at Sunrise Restaurant in Charlotte, North Carolina, a day before celebrating my 68th birthday. Let me share with folks who've known me over the past, I don't do Waffle House anymore. I'm not trying to integrate.
How you doing?
Hey. But I'm a reconciler, and there's a difference between integration and reconciliation. For obvious reasons, I don't do the Waffle House. Again, I reiterate, I ain't trying to integrate. I'm not trying to force the issues. You know, I don't go anywhere where I'm not wanted. You know, that's old school. That's yesterday. It's a new day, and we got to find what's best for us to subsist in this American society. But I do want to say I'm proud to be a reconciler. Reconciliation is not integration. It's not amalgamation. It's not assimilation. It's not being absorbed into the other culture or having the person from the other culture be absorbed into your culture. It's about believers, whether they are Caucasian, whether they are of African descent, African Americans, Latino, and Asians, reconciling their neutral gray area differences, being reconciled to Christ with all of those cultural, ethnic differences intact. In other words, we're not trying to change each other, we're not trying to change our worldviews, but as Christians, we're seeking to reconcile as disciples of Christ to advance the cause of Christ. I see reconciliation as multi-ethnic discipleship advancing the cause of Christ. So I want to share some things with you on this day before my 68th birthday. As I previously said, I'm Jarvis, formerly known as Pastor Ross to my black parishioners, and Pastor Jarvis to my white parishioners. Now today, retired from pastoring, I'm editor-in-chief of J.J. Planter Books, Editing, and Self-Publishing Service. We have grown over the last 3 years. We have under our belts the editing and publishing of narrative books, autobiographical books. I have a novel coming up, finishing up a children's book, poetry book. So the new phase of ministry for me is getting the word out through a different medium, and that's writing. I'm also a mission developer for a church in the middle, and I'll share about that with you a little later on. But I'm, as I said, preparing to celebrate my 68th birthday, and that feels a little strange and odd because it seems like yesterday I was 18 years old. How true is it when Scripture says, what is your life? It's like grass that's here today and gone tomorrow. It's like a vapor. In other words, it happens real quick. But you know, turning 68 feels strange and odd because I'm not cognizant of age, because I feel like at this place of retirement as a pastor and engaging new levels of ministry that I call breakthrough ministry, my life is about to begin again. I've had a wonderful life for 68 years, and I feel like it's about to get better. I've had great exponential growing ministry encounters and experience in my life. I feel as though I've been very successful as a pastor, particularly in outreach, but I feel as though my ministry is just beginning again. I believe emphatically that God has preserved me at this age to start ministry anew. I want to remind you, Moses' ministry didn't begin until he was 80 years old. Hebrews 12, 1 through 3 makes a very poignant point about the fact that the Christian life isn't a sprint race. It's not like a sprint race. It's like a marathon race. It's not how you start, but it's how you finish. And I feel like it's beginning again on a new level of spiritual breakthrough that I call returning to biblical Christianity. So I want to talk about that just a little with you. I'll be right back. Well, I'm back again. I hope you heard that. I'm engaging in a new ministry called Returning to Biblical Christianity. I extract that from the book of Jude, where the author of that book, Jude, admonishes believers in every generation with these words: to earnestly contend for the faith once delivered unto the fathers. In other words, he's encouraging and inspiring believers all around the world to take a trek back to the early church, the apostles, and Christianity that spread throughout the communities, and to identify that faith in our efforts to continue in our walk of faith today. So I want to talk about that a little more. Again, I'll be right back. All right, folks, I'm leaving the noise and the chatter of Sunrise Cafe in Charlotte, North Carolina. And I want to finish this message to you. I want to share some insights, hopefully, to you. We're going to get into the vehicle.